In this video we're going to learn how to use probability to deal with multiple events, and we're going to do it with a mixture of using the and all rule and listing all the possible outcomes from a situation. So what is the process we go through when we're working out the probability of multiple events? Well, the first thing we do is we list the possible outcomes that we would consider a success. Then we use the and rule within each of those individual situations to work out the probability of one of those individual successes happening. And then we use the all rule to join all those separate probabilities together. Okay, so let's look at our first example. A bag's got 5 red, 2 blue, 3 green. We take one out, we have a look at it, we then put it back in and we take another one out. What's the probability to get 1 red and 1 green? And this is the important part here, that we do it in any order. So we could get a red then a green, or a green and then a red. Well, the probability of getting a red just on its own would be 5 out of 10, a blue would be 2 out of 10, and a green would be 3 out of 10. So first of all, what's the probability of getting a red and then a green? The probability of getting a red is 5 out of 10, and then, so times, getting a green is 3 out of 10, and we get 15 over 100. The probability of getting a green and then a red, well, the probability of getting a green is 3 over 10, and times red, 5 over 10, 15 over 100 again. And this is why I don't like to simplify down, because in some situations you could have it that the denominators are different. I mean, it was never going to happen in this case. Now, both of these would be considered success, so I'm quite happy to get this or this. And the or means we've got to add. So the probability of getting 1 green and 1 red is this probability, add this probability, which gives us 30 over 100. And this is our final answer. If you wanted to put 3 over 10, of course that's perfectly okay. Okay, here's our second example, which is like the first one, but this time effectively we don't put them back because we eat them. So we've got a sweet jar, has 3 red, 5 yellow and 8 orange jelly beans. If I take one out to eat, what is the probability that I get a yellow and an orange jelly bean? And again, I've not said it's a yellow then an orange, it's just a yellow and an orange, so it implies that it's in any order. Now, this time I can't say what's the probability of getting a yellow, what's the probability of getting a red, what's the probability of getting an orange, because it depends on whether I've taken one out already. So let's look at this one here. The probability of getting a yellow, then an orange. Well, the probability of getting the yellow is 5 over 16, because there are 5 yellow and there are 16 altogether. But remember, we're not putting it back. So the probability of getting the orange one, well, there are 8 orange ones, but there are only 15 left. So we had to get a yellow and then an orange, so it's multiply, but notice it has changed at the bottom. And if we multiply this out, we get the answer 40 over 240. And again, I'm not going to simplify. This one here, probably getting an orange then a yellow. Well, the probably getting that orange is 8 over 15. And you might notice that all that's happened is that 8's moved over here instead. Now we want the probability of getting the yellow. Well, there are still 5 yellows left, but there are only 15 beans altogether because we've taken one out. So now we've got 15 over 40, which gives us 40 over 40 for our answer. Now, I'm happy with this situation happening or this situation happening. And because it's or, we want to add. So the probability of getting a yellow and an orange in any order is 40 over 40, add 40 over 40, which is 80 over 40. And of course, if you wanted to simplify that down to a third, you can. In the description below, you can find a link to a worksheet that has questions that you can try on your own. I hope you found this video helpful. Staying in field with Winfield.